Okay, so I'm afraid of that there appears to be a network issue. Everybody is on the online trying to work from home. And so I think probably you only saw part of that video, but I think we'll go ahead and move on. Uh, Rotarians are people of action, and in the last few days, some of our members have been calling almost 125 of our members who are over the age of 65 to check, see how they're doing, see if they've got everything they need, and whether or not they need any additional help. Those members were Roberta Abel, Bob Barth, Gudrun Dibdahl, Bill Hogan, Michael Bruck, Sam Miller, John Klassen, Bruce Nye, Alex Polson, Catherine Coleman, and others. And so they are demonstrating with their behavior exactly what a Rotarian truly is. It's a concrete demonstration of another part of our club's vision, which is that Rotary connects us all. Thank you to those members. The COVID-19 epidemic is affecting us all socially and economically. The club is not going to have any face-to-face meetings until at least April the 7th. The board has created a subcommittee that will be discussing how to help figure out to allow our members and our club to stay afloat during these difficult times. I expect that we will have a report from that subcommittee in the next live stream or two. We do intend that the club continue to stay active in Oakland, and our various committees are in the process of looking at what they're doing and adapting to this current situation. Therefore, those committees are still going to meet, but they're going to do all their meetings by Zoom. I would urge that people who are interested in attending these meetings should follow the URL that I just popped up on the screen that allows you to test your computer to make sure that you're able to connect in a way that works properly. All right, March is Rotary Endowment Month. This is not exactly the best time to be out there raising money, but I have a video, hopefully it will show, from Mary Jiang about why we hope you'll want to donate to Oakland Rotary Endowment.
Thank you, President Sheriff. I am Mary Jiang, and I've been an Oakland Rotary member for 20 years, and I have served on many committees and represented the Oakland Rotary Endowment Fund as president in 2019. I'd like to tell you how important Rotary is to me and the community. When I was president of the ORE board, we supported 15 different community programs here in Oakland and 5 international projects. In board meetings, we discussed the detail of the programs we supported, as well as our financial and investment progress, to make sure that this Rotary is healthy today and well into the future. As a matter of fact, last year I worked closely with John Campbell from the Bellevue.
All right, more network issues. It seems that when I start to play a video, the network gets overloaded, and I'm sorry about that. But I can't do anything about it. What I'd like to suggest is that if you are interested in making a donation, all right, I'm going to actually try playing that video again, and this time
Thank you, President Sheriff. I am Mary Jiang, and I've been an Oakland Rotary member for 20 years, and I have served on many committees and represented the Oakland Rotary Endowment Fund as president in 2019. I'd like to tell you how important Rotary is to me and the community. When I was president of the ORE board, we supported 15 different community programs here in Oakland and 5 international projects. In board meetings, we discussed the detail of the programs we supported, as well as our financial and investment progress, to make sure that this Rotary is healthy today and well into the future. As a matter of fact, last year I worked closely with John Campbell from the Bellevue, Washington Rotary to help them set up their endowment program for their Rotary. He reached out to us because of the way we manage our finances and the way we fundraise to our membership. I'm happy to say that the Bellevue Rotary Endowment Program is up and running, and I was able to visit them and bring back a flag. I'd like to share a story with you about one of our Oakland Rotary program that is dear to my heart, the Sorona Lena Scholarship Program. Under our Sorona Lena Scholarship Program, we distribute scholarships in quarterly allocation and match each scholar with a Rotarian mentor with regular communication throughout their student's college career. In 2015, the Sorona Lena Scholarship Program selected Marin Benty as a scholarship recipient. Marin attended Middlebury College in Vermont, and she graduated in 2019 with a major in international studies. She's an amazing young woman with a unique background. Born in Ethiopia to Black parents, Marin has albinism, which carries a social stigma, especially in Ethiopia with her white skin, and this condition impairs her sight. She spent much of her childhood living in Italy with adult siblings where albinism is better understood and better treatments are available. She moved to the Oakland to live with her adult brother and finished her last 2 years of high school at Oakland Tech High. Our funding helped Miriam to attend a college of her choice and not allow her setbacks to restrict her ambition. The way our Rotary afford programs like Sorona Lena Scholarship is through your donation to the Oakland Rotary Endowment Campaign that's happening right now. We are now collecting donations for next year's program. Please give and others will be rewarded. Many of you have generously given already, and for that, Marin and I thank you. For other Rotarians, would you consider making donations? We'll be rewarding more Oakland High School student scholarship in the months to come. Pat Williams has sent out a donation form that should be in your email box. You can also donate directly on the Oakland Rotary website by clicking on the donate button on the home page. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Donations to the Oakland Rotary Endowment are what enable us to do our philanthropic work. One way donations is by I actually got back to me last week and he said, "Hey Pete, I really like that hat. How can I get a hat?" And so I told him, "Well, if you ring the bell, we'll definitely get you a hat." And so he did. So in honor of Bruce Nye, I'm going to ring the bell for a $100 donation to the Oakland Rotary Endowment. And anyone else can get a hat too for a bell ring. All you have to do is write in a comment on this on the comment section of this Facebook Live program. Let us know that you'd like to ring the bell, and we will do so after our main feature. The last week we had quite a few non-members watching the program. The eradication of polio is one of the biggest goals of both Rotary Foundation and the Oakland Rotary Endowment. And while I get our main speaker set up, I'm going to show, hopefully, a brief video on our polio eradication program.
Over 30 years ago, Rotary made a promise to the world. A promise that we would eradicate polio. With the help of our partners and friends, we've made incredible progress toward that goal.
So today we find ourselves on the brink of completely eradicating polio from the face of the earth. When, not if, we get there, it will be only the second time in history that a disease affecting humans has been eradicated.
The Gates Foundation believes that every child deserves a chance to live a healthy, productive life. That's why we're so excited about the partnership we have with Rotary International and the Global Polio Eradication Initiative in the final push to rid the world of polio.
The work of the Global Polio Eradication Initiative redefines what is possible. It shows what we can achieve when countries cooperate around a clear goal.
Africa, a rising continent, 1.2 billion strong. It can only be healthy with united action against preventable diseases like polio. It's important to immunize kids, not just in my own country, Nigeria, but all over the world.
Polio has been reduced by 99%, but Afghanistan is still suffering from it. Our objective is to attain the certification for a polio-free Afghanistan in 2017.
We need to be able to finish this important public health effort that so many have contributed to, and we really need your support for the end game.
We're proud to be part of this global effort to end polio forever, and we'll see it through to the end.
So please stay committed or become committed to add momentum to the final stretches.
The lives that have been changed and enhanced by the work that Rotary has done cannot be underestimated or underappreciated.
Every nation will benefit from a world without polio, and there are millions of children walking today who would otherwise be paralyzed. This is why I give my full support to this historic work.
I'm honored to join you as we walk this last mile toward our goal of a polio-free world.
Together, I'm confident we'll achieve a polio-free world. Let's drop to zero.
Let's drop to zero.
Let's drop to zero.
Let's drop to zero. Cal Mann, welcome to Rotary. Can you hear me? Go ahead, you're on.
I hope you can hear me all right.
Yes, we can hear you perfectly, Cal. So let me introduce Cal. Cal is a member of our club who went off to North Macedonia, right, to join the Peace Corps. He and I, we saw each other. So welcome to the second live stream meeting of the Oakland Rotary Club. Tell us, where were you? You're on, Cal.
Thank you, Peter. Your audio is cutting in and out, so I'm hopeful that this is working all right. I am fresh back from North Macedonia and Peace Corps. I'm one of around 100 volunteers there. And I'm now one of about 7,000 volunteers that have left all posts in Peace Corps throughout the 61 countries that Peace Corps serves, and are either now back at home or are close to home.
Yeah, that must have been quite a difficult procedure to get all those people home.
I think it's still very much a work in progress, and I'd ask that everyone keep their positive thoughts that everybody does get home.
Yes. So, Cal, you are breaking up, but you're still there. So tell us a little bit about what you did while you were in North Macedonia, and maybe a little bit about how our club actually helped a Rotary Club there in North Macedonia.
Great. Yeah, so like most volunteers, the first 3 months I was in service was actually in training. At the end of that training, I was assigned to a small community in the central eastern part of North Macedonia, and my primary assignment was in working with a small legal clinic that provides free legal service to Roma people, one of the lowest rungs on the socioeconomic ladder in Macedonia. And so we provided free legal service to them, and my role was essentially as a management consultant to that organization to help them figure out how to strengthen the organization and improve the services and improve the number of people they are providing their services to. while I was doing that, I discovered, actually on my second day in town, that there was a brand new Rotary Club that had just formed in that community and had 20 members. And so I was able to connect with them, and we started doing some projects, including a project to renovate a local public music high school, middle school. And very generously, Oakland Rotary Club and a couple of other California Rotary Clubs contributed money to help us renovate all the music practice rooms in this 100-year-old building. So it was a really great marriage between the local Rotary Club, Peace Corps volunteer being me, and also the support of Rotary Club of Oakland and other California Rotary Clubs.
That's really good to hear. We actually were going to try and bring in the president, right, of the Rotary Club of STIP. We can still give it a shot in a bit, but I'm worried about the bandwidth. We have had a couple of comments. Tristan got a hold of us, and she said that her wife was a Peace Corps volunteer at the Republic of Macedonia. So we have other members who have a connection with Eastern Europe and the Peace Corps. Alex Polson put in a question. Cal, what are your volunteers saying about the recent administration cutbacks? I'm not sure Cal heard that question.
Well, like all good government, I'm going to dodge that question. I think everybody knows that Peace Corps' 50-something year, 50 years of contributing to peace around the world is something that really is a good reflection on the United States, and 200 and something thousand volunteers that have gone off and come back. You know, they all are a testimony, both here in the U.S. and overseas, to the generosity of the United States. And I really hope that once this period passes, that we'll all be back out to our countries and that the program will be bigger and better than ever.
All right, I was just trying to add Mitko, but I'm getting a dial pad. I'm not sure I actually have his. Not sure I actually have his Skype name, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to work. We should have done this earlier. All right, let me go back to you. A little bit of a technical issue here. One of the things that you have been talking about with me is a connection between, a much more systematic connection between Rotary Club and the Peace Corps, and maybe you could mention that a little bit.
Sure. Well, there actually is a formal relationship, a partnership that's documented by a memorandum of understanding between Rotary International and Peace Corps. It was started, I think, around 6 or 7 years ago, but I had not been able to find a whole lot of activity actually happening between them. I think I recognized fairly early in the time that I was in Macedonia that I was in a very unique situation to be able to serve as a Peace Corps volunteer with the 12, 13 years of experience that I had, and to try and make document of the memorandum of understanding into real action and results on the ground. And working with Mitko, who it looks like we may have been able to get him to join us, who was the second president of the club.
All right, yeah, this is not working.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, there he is. There's Mitko.
Hello.
Hi, Mitko.
Thank you.
So, Mitko, I'm happy to have the opportunity to publicly thank him for the incredible support that he has provided to me. Mitko, turn your audio down on your Facebook.
No, it's off. Yes.
Okay. Somebody. At any rate, he did a great job of making me feel welcome and allowing me to work with the club and help develop projects and establish relationships with clubs back in the United States. And also he advocated very strongly for other Rotary clubs around Macedonia to work with their local Peace Corps volunteers. And I think it's this on-the-ground, in-person, club-level interaction with Peace Corps volunteers that will be the foundation upon which a really big future emerges for both organizations. And I would also like to say that Rotary clubs around the country right now have a really big opportunity to support the 7,000 volunteers that are all of a sudden coming back from their assignment. They're a tremendous group of mostly young people, and they would be fantastic Rotaractors as well as just active supporters locally of Rotary clubs. So I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to get a coordinated effort to help support these Peace Corps volunteers by U.S. Rotary clubs.
Okay, so thank you, Cal. So Mitko, it's a pleasure to see you live. Your audio, I think, is on, and it's feeding us back a little bit, not too bad. I just wanted to ask you, Mitko, how are those music rooms that we helped you renovate? How are those music rooms going, and who's benefiting from them? Yes, so I don't think that's working. So Mitko, it's nice to see. It's nice to see you. I'm going to go ahead and end this call with you, and I think we're going to go ahead and move on with the program. So let me quickly do that. I'm going to remove from call, and then Cal, thank you very much for joining us. I don't know when we're going to be able to see you in person, but I'm sure we're going to be hearing from you at the World Community Services as we begin to develop
Great. I've lost the audio, but I'm hopeful if you hear this that you know I appreciate the opportunity to be on, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you when the opportunity arises. Everybody
all right.
Stay safe.
Will do. Thanks a lot, Cal. All right, so we're back here with me. That was interesting, a little bit of a challenge here. So I have my trusty assistants. Oh, I know what I need to do. Each week we honor our speakers by donating to the End Polio Now campaign that you spoke, and we are this close. All right, so bell rings. I have my trusty assistant, Astrid, sitting next to me. She's, I'll show her right there. She's and so did we get any bell rings?
Yes, Alex wants to know how to pick up his hat, and Mary Guillaume wants to ring a bell.
All right, Mary Jiang wants to ring the bell and for $100 donation. So thank you, Mary. I also that I believe Georgia Richardson wanted to ring the bell. No, she said she was here. Georgia Richardson, I would like to go for a Rotary hat. Georgia, thank you very much. And Alex, you had another question, I think. How does he get his hat? How does Alex get his hat? Well, we have this amazing executive director by the name of Pat Williams, and I'm sure she can figure out how to get a hat. Now, we have both blue, as you know, and we also have beige, so you get your choice. Let's see. Next week, we are going to do another a live stream. That meeting will have Phil Bennett, who is going to be doing stories from the African bush. I think he has some stories about sleeping next to the largest land predators on the planet, so that should be fun. Next Tuesday, on March the 24th, is a very important Zoom meeting with World Community Service. So if you want to do that, get your Zoom up and running. Next Wednesday is a kinder prep meeting, same thing. They're going to need to be assessing what they need to do to begin to support the kids that we support. If you like what we're doing and trying to do on Facebook, please go to the Rotary Club of Oakland and like us and share us if indeed you want other people to see. Regarding the COVID-19, I'm happy to set up a Zoom meeting to discuss, answer your questions about this epidemic. And all you have to do is either write me or write Pat Williams, and that should do. And we'd be happy to set that up. Please, everybody, follow this shelter-in-place order. It's incredibly important, not just for yourself, but also for our community. We have got to get this epidemic to slow down. And we need to try and prevent any of our members getting sick. So with that, this virtual meeting of the Rotary Club of Oakland is adjourned. All right.
Okay, so you have 3 people who have donated $100 a pop. We don't know what color.
Linda rang the bell for Cal. Okay.
I presume Cal
Yep.
has a hat, but I don't know what color. So I'll close off. It's okay if I close
Yep.
off?
Yep.
Okay.
Oops, I'm still.